Hey folks, Jonathan here. Back on the drag car, playing with it a little bit. Been really busy. Let me see. Last week Noah was off of school, and Noah and I have gotten a lot done, and not necessarily on this, but we got a lot done on some other things I needed to get done, caught up. So we finally got this back section of the frame cut and got it where I could set it down farther. I did some measuring. I want to set the body on here to get the right height like I want, and get the tires tucked up as far as I can. And what I've got right now is, as it is, from the top of the frame where the body mounts to the top of the tire is 18 inches. On the car, from where the frame mounts to the top of the inner fender well is 16 inches. Now the inner fender wells are going to be gone. They're not, they won't still be in there. But I wanted to get an idea in comparison to what it was with the original, tires and original size. So what we're going to do is get the body in here. We're going to go ahead and cut it out and get the body in here and sit the back body down on this and make sure everything clears fine. It looks like measurement wise, our width, we're going to be right on the money. We'll be able to clear it, and everything's coming along. Trying to get some little things ground and cleaned up and welded and stuff like that. Now I think that this rear, we're going to end up going down probably another 3 inches, maybe something like that. And I've been working on that A-frame. Got the piece cut out and just trying to get the lower A-frame done. Once I get the lower A-frame finished up, I can let this front end down on the ground, and then I can get this on a jack and really be able to get a right height. And once we get that nailed in, build our back frame, get our coilovers on the way that I want to put them, then we can really get to rolling with it. Start just tying all the little things up, finishing the little things up where I've been on it and hadn't been able to finish them up. So, but working out really good. I'll keep you updated on this, and I'll show you more. Okay, we're working on the Triumph here. Cut the body out, just got it sitting on. We're trying to figure out a ride height and a few things that we need to do, as you can see. And we're close on the fender wells, but they're going to clear, thank goodness. Now I think the rear's still got to go down a couple inches, so I'm trying to get an idea on where to put the rear part of the frame so we can set up our coilovers. And let me see, we're getting ready to put the front. We're going to cut the front section out, the cowl section here, as you can see, so we can set it on also and get an idea of a few things, and then we'll end up taking them back off, and we may bolt the top on later just to be able to tie everything together and get it all straight. But anyway, that's where we're at. I'll show you more as we go on this thing. You ain't making no engine noises.
Ba-ba-ba.
Alright. Okay, we got it cut out. Let me show you what we cut here. There's the front floorboards, as you can see, rusted all to be. And the bottom of the, I guess it's the heater box or whatever, but you can see it's rusted out down there. So for everybody that's getting on me for cutting up an original car, there it is. Bunch of rust. Okay, we just got everything sitting here. Now the engine's got to come up about 1 inch, so we're going to be a little closer here. We should be able to clear fine. Pedals are probably going to come through the floor. We're not going to hang them off the front, and we'll just we'll build a dash across. I got the press brake and everything. We can bend up some sheet metal, whatever we need for the tunnel. I thought the distributor was going to be back a little bit farther, but I think that's fine where it's at. Let me see. Oh, no in his exhaust. Anyway, I don't know. I can keep these floorboards dipped down and redo them and then bring them back up before it gets to the frame if I want to. or I can just put them in flat. I don't think it matters much. Might need the leg room though. Header wise, we was discussing it. I wanted to bring them down and bring them together and just bring one pipe out the side, so we may end up cutting back on this box and closing it in. We'll figure that out as we go, but we need all this up here to latch the hood and for the hood to come back, so either way we can come over. But it's coming along. We just needed to get some measurements and stuff, so we may grab the top and just sit on it for the heck of it. See how well it lines up just sitting there. But everything seems to be going pretty good. It's all sitting on our new frame. The side mounts and everything is sit right down. And there is rockers that go here also. That's going to cover up our frame. So. Alright, we might set the top on and see what it looks like. Okay folks, we've got the top sitting on it here. And just checking everything out, and I think I've come to the conclusion. I don't know if it's a good thing or not, but we're going to do it anyway. I can move the engine back probably about another 4 inches and still clear everything I need to clear. So, but that's, you know, sort of why I do this stuff, is because, you know, you never finalize until you you know, weld it and paint it and be done with it. But I think if I can move this plate behind, it's about 4 inches back, we'll still be able to clear everything up top. That'll transfer a little more weight toward the back, and then I can get this pulley on the back side of the rack and pinion, and then I might not have to raise the engine up an inch. I might can leave it about where it's at, because, you know, I want it as low as I can get it, but if I go any higher, you know, I'm going to start running into issues with getting my cap up. If I go an inch up, it's going to be close. But if I leave it where it's at and just come back with the engine about 4 inches, it will, I think it'll work out real good. I think we'll still clear everything we need to clear. You know, we'll be fighting for feet room over here, but, you know, once everything's finished, but I'm not too worried about that. Just got the seat just sitting in there, but anyway, that's why I'm doing this, to get an idea. We're going to pull everything back apart here and move on. And the rear end's going to be about 3 inches lower at ride height from what it is, and I think it's going to clear everything fine. You know, of course the wheel opening don't match the rim real well, but we're not too worried about that anyway. And you know, I'll probably go through and maybe fix some of this rust issues, cut these out and weld them back in. But I'm not going to do any painting or anything. We're actually going to take and probably try to sand this thing some, wet sand it or whatever, and get a lot of this white back down to the red, and just let it, you know, sort of take its natural look, and sand some of that rust on top, and we'll just put some clear on it and be done with it. You can see the rocker. We went ahead and just stuck a screw in this rocker over here. You can see that the rocker actually covers the frame. But I think it's going to work out just fine. We can transfer a little more weight toward the back, and you know, not that I'm not saying for sure that we need it, but I'd rather do that, and we'll work with the suspension if we have to. You know, later on we'll do some wheelie bars or something if we need to. But again, this is just for playing anyway, so we're not getting too serious with it. And everything else seems to be working out pretty good. Of course, this windshield shot, I know some people said something about buying a windshield. We may end up taking this out and actually screwing in or bolting in a piece of plexiglass. We'll decide as we go, and if we're not going to run it on the street, it just, you know, it's not going to matter anyway. Yeah, everything's tight, you know, clearance wise, every bit of it. But I think it's all going to work out here. When we've got a little bit of clearance on our wheel wells, not much. I mean, I actually stuck my finger up through there, so. But we're probably going to take part of this off anyway, and then round it off so it's not sharp. and it's going to work out okay. Sort of looks like a car now, just sitting it together real quick, but instead of a go-kart frame sitting here. Anyway, so we're stopping on this. We're going to go ahead and do a little workout back here. We worked on this about half the day, a little more maybe, and I'll show you what we're up to now. Okay, now we're finishing up getting everything off this engine, getting it ready to pull the 6.0 down to about the exhaust and the motor mounts. We're going to pull the transmission out with it, but got the wiring harness, everything off. Noah's been working on this, and hopefully I can get this in my pickup. Now I may do motor and transmission because my transmission was acted funny a couple times, you know, in overdrive. You could feel it jump, like maybe every once in a while in and out sometimes, but at a certain speed. So we're going to change the transmission too, I guess, and we'll just swap them both and get it over with. But anyway, hopefully we can sit this out of here in a little bit. If we do, I'll show you. Once you get it up, we're going to swing it this way some, get that drive shaft out.
Oh yeah. It's about to pull out anyway.
Yeah, it's coming out. Oh, we got a ground strap. Come off there. It's all right. All right, Noah. You have a hunting license for that motor?
Yeah, I killed it.
All right, we got it. It's out. Okay, Noah and I are done for the day. Say bye, Noah.
Bye.
Noah. And I'll have another video tomorrow. We're going to pick up a truck. So appreciate everybody watching. Bye.